Hello and welcome to Sports Update on Trust TV. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. Actually, it's a congratulations to Trust TV. 3 years, still counting and still rolling, waxing strong. It's the 3 years anniversary for sports for other programs on Trust TV. And this evening, we've got you covered with a whole lot of sporting stories making the round in the world of sports. We're still looking at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, where Team Nigeria actually came back with no medal. 88 athletes, 12 sports participated in, and 12 billion naira spent with no medal, without coming back home without a medal. And a lot of criticism, some positives, some of the athletes have actually received criticism. Some are criticizing the sports ministry, the athletes, and what have you. Well, we'll be looking at these on the show, and other stories are making the round in the world of sport. And also in Europe tonight, the 2024 Super Cup final between the two clubs in Europe, and we have a Nigerian also playing in that particular game tonight. We will get there and some other story. But let's begin from the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, and we are going straight to the sports ministry, where special advisor to the sports minister, Adeyinka, is actually telling Nigerians to give the sports minister a chance, because a lot of persons have called for the resignation of Senator John Owaneno in some quarters that are not really happy with Team Nigerian performance at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. So from the special advisor to the sports minister, Adeyinka, is actually calling for calm and for people to be patient with the sports minister. Yes, Los Angeles 2028 is not far away from now. We just have to start the preparation for that Paris, for the Los Angeles Olympic Games that will happen in 2028. And Adeyinka Adebayo calls for patience with the sports minister. Yes, definitely, we just have to be patient, because Rome, according to the statement, Rome was not built in a day. So we need to be patient. Let's see what the sports minister will do. We still have quite 3 years in between now and 2028, that when the next Olympic will come calling, and before then we'll have other events that will be coming up that will also use as a preparatory ground for Team Nigeria to do well at the next Olympics. But so far so good. We can look at the positives of what happened in Paris and then take it up from there, and also look at where we did not get it right, and also try to correct it, and so that moving forward we can have a better outing when next we go to the Olympic Games. So patience, it is what it is, from what Adeyinka Adeboye is actually saying to Nigerians. We're still looking at that. Let's quickly look at the medal table. Yes, that's the final medals table of the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. We saw the position where Nigeria finished with on 85th position on the medals table with 0 medals in all, and we saw the United States of America topping the medals table with a total of 126 medals, and then they had 40 golds, 44 silver. The United States of America actually prepared for these Olympics immediately after Tokyo 2020, and they will be hosting the next Olympic Games. That's the city in that country in America, Los Angeles, will be hosting it. And we know America is always a good ground for Team Nigeria. Remember Atlanta 96, one of our best outing ever. We started attending Olympic Games in 1952, Helsinki precisely. That was the first Olympics in 1952 that we will attend as a country. And the best so far happened to us in Atlanta 96, where we won the football gold. If you remember, when Nigeria beat Brazil, that was a song in the semi-final, and we defeated 2 teams from the South America in the men's football event. Then we defeated Brazil in the semi-final, and we beat Argentina 2-1 in the final to win the men's gold, to win gold in men's football. And Chioma Ajua also in long jump getting gold for Nigeria. That has been one of our best outing in Olympics event. So we are looking forward to Los Angeles 2028, where Nigeria will get better and better. Maybe we must just surpass that of the Atlanta 1996, like what we wanted to see in Paris. But this time around, we can, like I said from the onset, we can take the positives from what we witnessed in Paris and take it up from there. All right, let's leave the Paris Games and talk athletics this evening. We'll look at Favour Ofili, one athlete, young, who went to Paris with high hopes, but at the end of the day, she also couldn't get a medal. She was not registered for the 100 meters women's final, and then in the 200 meters event where she got to the final, she finished 6th, and we saw how she was crying after that race. But she has at least encouraged herself, and by saying, I will bounce back stronger and faster, coming from Favour Ofili after the Paris Games. Yes, we believe she has age on her side. In Los Angeles 2028, we will see a different Ofili, and like I said before then, we'll also see a different Favour Ofili doing what she knows how to do best on the track. It was just a painful one that she couldn't get a medal at the end of the games, and also in the 200 meters women's final. Like I said, she finished 6th. Not bad at all for her. She finished with a time of 22.24 seconds in that race, in that women's 200 meters final, where we have Gabby Thomas of America winning that race, and the woman of the moment from St. Lucia, a small island country, picking up the silver after she won after winning the women's 100 meters gold final. That is the lady from St. Lucia, Julian Alfred by name. So what we'll be seeing in Favour Ofili, that is what it is. You just have to, when they say when you fall, you're bound to rise. You just have to rise from your fall. This is just a little setback for Favour Ofili, and we're happy, we love it that yes, she's talking tough ahead of other events that will be coming up, and that is what it means when you show resilience, determination, and focus. So Favour Ofili, we are expecting you to bounce back stronger, faster, and better when in your next outing. It's not all over for Favour Ofili. Like I said, she still have age on her side. She's young. She's just 22 years of age, so she still have quite a number of years to do well on the track. I was still talking athletics. Let's look at one man that has put the name of the country on the global map, on the world map. Talking about Leslie Tebogo. He got a heroic welcome back home in Botswana, a national welcome. A public holiday was declared in his honor after winning the men's 200 meters gold final, beating the likes of Noah Lyles of America to that title. Noah Lyles, everybody thought Noah Lyles was going to do the double, winning the 100 meters men's gold and also winning the 200 meters gold, wanted to follow in the footsteps of the legendary Usain Bolt, but this time around we had our own African brother Leslie Tebogo with something under his sleeves, and he actually produced that in the 200 meters final, winning that race emphatically, and he was given a presidential welcome back home in Botswana. Like I said, holiday was declared in his honor to honor Leslie Tebogo for winning that men's 200 meters men gold event at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. So for Leslie Tebogo, that victory, becoming the first African to win 200 meters men gold in Olympics event. No African has done that before, and now he becoming the first African. That victory in the men's 200 meters final is for Botswana and for the whole of Africa in Olympics event. So congratulations to Leslie Tebogo of Botswana winning that gold medal for Africa, not just for Botswana alone, but for the whole of the continent of Africa. So he was given, like I said, a presidential welcome. The stadium was packed full to welcome their man, their hero, back home in Botswana. He lost his mom just months ago, in May. He lost his mom, and after that victory, after winning that gold medal in the men's 200 meters final, he actually dedicated that gold medal to the late mom. And it is what it is. You know, when you face some little setback, you just have to use that as a stepping stone, and he actually encouraged himself. Yes, I'm going to Paris despite what has happened to me, despite the bereave and what have you, mourning the late mom, and he just used that as an encouragement of winning that gold medal for Africa. We are proud of you, Leslie Tebogo, from Sport Update, Trust TV. We are saying congratulations. All right, let's move away from that story and go straight to the big one that will be happening tonight in the UEFA Super Cup final. And we have a Nigerian talking tough ahead. He was the hero of the final in this. That was the UEFA Cup final between Bayer Leverkusen, Europa League final between Bayer Leverkusen and Atalanta Bergamo of Italy. That is Ademola Lookman. He scored a hat-trick, becoming the first African also to score a hat-trick in any European competition final. So for Ademola Lookman, tonight he will be up against the almighty Real Madrid, the La Decima team, the team that has won the UEFA Champions League more than any other team in Europe, 15th time winners of the UEFA Champions League. And for Atalanta Bergamo, that was their first major trophy in Europe for the team from Italy, that is the Serie A team. But for our own Ademola Lookman, he will be up against the likes of Vini Jr., Jude Bellingham and co in tonight's Super Cup final. And for Real Madrid also, they want to become the first team that will win the UEFA Super Cup for a record 6 times. They have equaled the likes of AC Milan, who have won the UEFA Super Cup 5 times. Now, they've also won it 5 times, but they want to set their own record by becoming the first team to win the UEFA Super Cup for a record 6 times. And for Real Madrid, we know that Camavinga will not be there because he just suffered injury prior to this game. He will be out of Real Madrid. He will miss 10 games, some games for Real Madrid and also some games for Le Bleu of France. So, but for Ademola Lookman tonight, will he be able to replicate what we saw when he single-handedly defeated Bayer Leverkusen in the Europa League final? Will Ademola Lookman have that chance against the likes of Eder Militao, the strong man himself, Rudiger at the back, and we'll have Courtois back in goal? A whole lot will be going on, and Vini Jr. up front, Jude Bellingham supporting. We'll have Rodrigo and co. They just acquire another sensation from Brazil, Endrick. We'll be seeing all this firepower tonight, and Ademola Lookman say, yes, bring Real Madrid on. We are ready. Myself and my teammate, we are ready to face Real Madrid in the Super Cup final. So a whole lot is at stake to play for tonight in Warsaw, Poland, the national stadium in Warsaw, Poland. That is where this final will go up tonight for the UEFA Champions League winner and the Europa League winner. Atlanta won the Europa League while Real Madrid won the Champions League. So both of them will be up against each other tonight to see who reigns supreme in Warsaw. The place is called Warsaw in Poland. Definitely is going to the pitch in Warsaw is going to feed the firepower of both teams. That is war tonight in the UEFA Super Cup final between Atlanta Bergamo and Real Madrid, the La Decima team. Like I said, they won the Champions League more than any other team, and they have a record to set tonight if they eventually wins the Super Cup. They will become the first team to win the Super Cup 6 times. All right, that game will be coming up tonight, like I said, 8 p.m. Nigerian time precisely. So we will be watching out for Ademola Lookman against the big boys from Spain. All right, let's quickly talk some transfers on the show this evening. And we know when we talk transfer, definitely we are happy that Nigerians also are involved in transfer. But this time around, we will start with Super Falcons player. She was supposed to play for the Spanish national team, but she switched allegiance to Nigeria, and she has played for Super Falcons. I think 3 caps for Super Falcons. We are talking about Zog by name Onyinyechi Zog, who has signed for Australian Women's Football Club team, Perth Glory, they are called. And the coach of that team is excited that they captured the Super Falcons defender, and she's a fantastic player. She has played in Sweden, she has played in Spain, and now she's going far away to another continent, leaving the whole of Europe, going to another continent entirely in Australia. So come next season, we'll be seeing Perth Glory. We'll be seeing Onyinyechi Zog playing for Perth Glory in the Australian Women's League. All right, let's go ahead quickly. Let's look at this one. It concerns a player that we're playing tonight, Vini Jr. Goes nowhere. That's what Real Madrid is saying. We know that club from the Saudi Arabian League are actually sniffing around, and they are ready to dole out a lot of money for Vini Jr. But Real Madrid say no, Vini Jr. not leaving club. That is what the management of Real Madrid is saying. Let's come back to the EPL quickly and look at this, where Chelsea now they want to actually at least repay the faith they have in him by extending his contract, Nicolas Jackson, until 2033. And also, let's go back to Italy. This man, actually Chelsea wanted to get him at all costs, but that deal collapsed days ago, and now Napoli and RB Leipzig of Germany are keen on Atletico Madrid forward Samu Omorodion. He's a Nigerian, but he played for the Spanish national team. If you watch the Olympics final, men's football final between France and Spain, he was there and he lifted that men's gold medal match for Spain. And the last one on the show this evening, Manchester United, they want to get also good players. Now they are looking to beef up their left wing back. They shows interest in former Barcelona defender Marcos Alonso, who left Barcelona on a free transfer. Let's see if this deal will go through. Definitely, Marcos Alonso will be coming back to play in the English Premier League. All right, that is where we'll be leaving the show this evening. But we will not just leave. We will leave you with a video with a highlight of Nigerian women's football, Rivers Rangers precisely. That is it on the program. I am Emmanuel Fashimi. Say thanks for watching.
Towards the path of